Hello, everybody, and welcome to DUUUVAL Thursdays, right here on Curtis Podcast Network, where we're going to be talking nothing but Jags today. While I am a Texans fan, I will do my best to be unbiased. My name is Curtis Brown. I'm the host of the channel and the show. With me, as always, Isaiah Michelli, our resident Jags fan. So if you are new here, we have the four shows: Tighten Up Tuesday, We Are Texans Wednesday, DUUUVAL Thursday, and For the Shoe Friday. And then we also have the collaborative effort, This AFC South Show. So if any of those teams are where you're trying to find someone to talk about them, you found the right spot. So without any further ado, hit the like and subscribe button, and let's get into it. Isaiah, first of all, the hell's up, man? How you been?
I got puppies. They're almost gone. I got two of them out the door, six more to go. Sleep will be nice to get enough of again once that's happened.
Oh, yeah.
Been good, man. Not much going on. This is the first off season. I can like chill out and trust that we'll be at least halfway decent the next season. So, yeah, haven't been stressed out about the Jags too much. Talking to my ticket guy a little bit, getting ready for my season tickets to be renewed. So, just hanging out, man. Getting the best of it. How about yourself? What you been up to?
Brother, just working and
Feel that.
podding and doing everything in between.
Hell yeah.
Was it you that sent in the group chat the other day that tweet from one of the Jags players talking about like the renovations going on at the stadium to try to like remove the rats, and he's just like, "No, we got bigger ones or something."
No. So, um, somebody like no. So there are two different situations with that. One of them was a Jaguars fan, like when because Balky and Doug walked the new facility the other day, and somebody was like, "Oh, I hope they found some buried treasure to help us sign these free agents that we need." And I said, "No, they just found more rats." And
Yeah.
then the other thing was another player like was talking about it, and then Jamal Agnew responded and said, "No, those were emotional support rice. This or emotional support mice. This title is misleading." But no, the rats have been gone for a while. They've been gone for a while. Um, the new facility is in order. Hopefully it's rat free, but that's yet to be seen. But hopefully, um, yeah, we're on our way.
Shout outs to the exterminators. Let's talk free agency. The Jags have been pretty quiet, but last day or two they brought in a few new faces. You want to talk about those?
Yeah, so today, just out of nowhere, within like a couple of minutes of each other, they just decided to sign three players. We got Mr. Michael Dobe, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. I could be wrong, but he's more like a dog. And he's
Dog.
coming in here from the Cardinals, so he's got familiarity with Buckner, our defensive line coach. So that'll be nice. It's probably a big reason we signed him was because he's off contract now. We're bringing him in to kind of get some work in. He knows him. He's familiar with him. He knows his limitations. We got D lineman Henry Mondo from the Giants. He's not the typical build we see from Balky. He's got kind of short arms. I mean, he's only about 280 pounds in the interior D line, but he can kind of rotate a little bit. He's got long, beautiful hair. So, he's like the Trevor of the defense now. So that's cool. Him and Dewey will be tying their hair together or something. We don't know. But it'll be nice nice to get two interior D linemen rotating in there. I mean, that basically, for me, says that Smoot's probably gone, but that's yet to be seen. And then Dearness Johnson, that's the one I'm really excited for. Dude could probably start on 5 different teams right now. He's really good. He's just, him and Etienne are pretty comparable in terms of size. I think Etienne's a little bit faster. But he put in work with the Browns. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, 100 rushes for 500. What was it? Let me get it pulled back up here. Yeah, 100 rushes for 534 yards, 5.3 yards per carry, and 3 touchdowns and 19 receptions in 2021. Whenever Mr. Nick Chubb went down, and I mean, he's number 3 over there, but he's really good. Again, he could start anywhere else that wasn't super running back heavy. But that was a big pickup for us. We need somebody else that can split some carries with ETN because ATN's not a smaller guy per se. I mean, he's pretty thick for how short he is. But I mean, it's just one of those things where any sort of rest we can give him whenever he's getting a little more tired, we can kind of probably avoid some fumbles, stuff like that. That's one big thing he's got to work on this offseason that Dearness Johnson hasn't been known to have problems with. So it'd be a nice little 1-2 punch, and we still got Hasty to kind of back both of them up and take some receiving snaps and stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be one hell of a backfield now. Hasty's
Mm-hmm.
got that top end
That
speed.
dog in him. Sorry.
he got, well, no, he's on defense. No, but he's got that top end speed. ETN's the shifty, and he's also quite fast in his own right. But
He's a lot stronger than people give him credit for too.
yeah, and then with Dearness Johnson being able to pick up 5.3 a clip, that's pretty nice. That's a pretty good
Pretty damn solid.
to have. We were talking before we came on. I think he'll be like the rotational, like give a spell to ETN, come in on third downs occasionally kind of guy. I could see a lot of like 2 running back system, split back. Could definitely see that happen. Beyond that, I mean, it's been a relatively quiet free agency period for the Jags. No trades, bringing back some bodies from last year that impressed enough, although somehow managed to piss off Arden Key enough to go to Tennessee and feel disrespected by the contract offer that was
Yeah,
given.
he changed the city with 4.5 sacks. Like, congratulations. And some idiot on Facebook was like, "Oh, they don't know what they're missing. He's gonna be a starter." And oh, he had 4.5 sacks, so and that was 41% of snaps. So now when he, if you change that to 100% of snaps, he's getting 10.97 sacks. And I'm like, okay, cool. He played 41% of snaps. He was a rotational guy behind Smoot. How much tape do you think other teams had on him? And he only came in on mainly lightning packages. So we had 5 to 6 plus guys going at the quarterback at the same time.
Yeah.
Somebody was bound to get there if they didn't get open. And some of the teams that he got sacks against, they didn't have great receiving cores. So, and it's not realistic to say if he plays 100% of snaps because only, I would say average snaps is probably between 75 to 90%.
Yeah.
Realistically, depending on the position, the player, everything, 75 to 90%. You get the few O linemen that play 100% of snaps, maybe a safety, but never really, like a defensive lineman like that. They get winded, they're fighting man on man every play. So the people that are like, "Oh, I can't believe we lost Key," and Norton Key say like, "Oh, I changed the city." Like, what'd you change? You bought a house there and then sold it? Like, you changed one resident? That was it. Who cares? I like Key. I wish we could have kept him, but he wants to go to the Titans and he wants to get smacked twice a year. That's fine.
Yeah. Let's just say hypothetically he has a chip on his shoulder now. I think the only games he's really gonna be a threat in is gonna be against Jacksonville.
He's going to get chipped by Walker Little and everybody all night long. I don't,
Yeah.
especially depending on who we bring in a left guard. I mean, that's really how we need to shore up on our O line, and we'll be golden.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they might roll with Walker Little at right tackle. They might not. I wouldn't be upset if they did that. I think that's a good move for him. I think it's a good move for the team in a cap saving move.
I wish we would have franchise tag Cam Robinson last year and left the franchise on him and let him walk and kept Jawan Taylor around.
Yeah.
Yeah, too late now, but that's just just my 2 cents. I think Walker Little will have some time this year to adjust and be able to focus on one position rather than being a swing tackle. So I think he'll do fine at right tackle. I just still wish he was the long-term option at left tackle over Cam Robinson, but we're here. Nothing I can do about it now, but
Yeah.
We'll see where they go in the draft and how early they decide to take a backup.
Yeah, it's true. I still have them as needing a tackle, but it is further down my list. My main need for the Jags is still a defensive tackle, maybe one to either complement or prepare for the future with Hamilton being going into his last year, as you mentioned off camera. I also have edge rusher / defensive end, depending on what package is going on, I guess. Tackle and guard. So, I mean, honestly, other than that, the Jags have a pretty solid team still. They didn't really lose a whole lot, even if Smoot doesn't come back. That's production that probably could be filled in pretty quickly with an able bodied, well drafted player. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
So, what pick do the Jags have first?
24.
Okay. Jags are on the clock. Free agent moves are what they are. Assuming there's no trades, they draft. They could potentially draft Ika out of Baylor, right? Or Brees, the defensive tackle out of Clemson. I think that would be a really good replacement and pairing with Hamilton. And then edge-wise, Felix, hard to pronounce last names guy from Kansas State, I think. The edge rusher.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just let's see here. And Will Anderson, 1 overall. That's why these things are so unrealistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kalijah Cansey, Deontay Banks, Anton Harrison at Oklahoma, Michael Mayer, Will McDonald. I think McDonald's going to go earlier than that, personally. Felix Ndadike Uzama. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mozzie Smith, BJ Ojolari. I mean, breaking news. The Cardinals are sending DeAndre Hopkins to the Bills in exchange for Ed Oliver and a 2023 third-round pick. Josh Allen now has Stephon Diggs and DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh my God.
That's from Secure. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see. I don't know how reliable that source is, but
If true, that is huge, folks.
let me see here.
Oh my
DeAndre. DeAndre, you got too many baby mamas Hopkins. Let's see here. Chiefs interest. I'm not seeing anything else so far. So,
well, folks, keep it posted. But if true, you heard it here first. Well, I guess probably not, but
anyways, yeah. So I mean, it all just depends on who's there. And the big thing is, you can never really trust the mock drafts because, of course, at the end of the day, I mean, they had Will Anderson going first overall. We all know that if the Panthers are smart, they're bringing in C.J. Stroud. Which news on that? I don't know if you've seen the clip yet, but have you seen the clip with Josh McCown yet?
Yeah.
When you're in Charlotte, we'll find a court we can ball at. Like when you're in Charlotte, that's what he said to him. And we all know who Josh McCown is currently the offensive coordinator for. So we'll see. But no, I mean, honestly, Kalijah Cansey, Deontay Banks, I'm down for either one of them. I don't really know tight end wise if I'd go there, even if Michael Mayer's still on the board. I think Luke Musgrave's the best tight end in the draft, personally. He'd be really cool to get potentially, or like say if we could, pick like Kalijah Cansey and then maybe trade back up to get him, or like Tank Dell, that wide receiver.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, if we're there at 24 and Kalijah Cansey's sitting there, I mean, he's kind of my number one guy on the board right now. In terms of realistically what top talent could still be available there. I know he's not Aaron Donald. He's a little bit short, but just his production and his athleticism, and he's able to move in and out. I think realistically in the Jaguars scheme, they play him at end as a big end, kind of like they had Foley Fatukasi doing a little bit. And then they can kind of focus Fatukasi back down into a rotational role with Devon Hamilton. And then Kalijah Cansey can, do a little bit of some 3 tech, some 5 tech, while Walker Little and Josh Allen continue to come off the edge.
Walker Little.
Trayvon Walker. Whoops. Anyways,
so damn, he's playing both ways. All right.
Lots of Walker. Yeah, shoot, fuck it. Let's put him in. He's 6'7", 290 pounds. Let's put him in at right end.
Let's get it.
I just find him and Walker, or him and Trayvon Walker coming off the edge at the same time. It's a lot of man.
Yeah, it is. Good Lord. Are there any guard prospects that if you were at 24 and the Jags took that you're going to be like, none?
Unless Torrance is sitting there, but honestly, Torrance, the more that I look at him, the more I look at his body. I mean, he was really good at Florida. Don't get me wrong. 0 QB hits, no sacks, nothing. I don't know, with potential talent that'll be there, I don't think he's going to fall that far anyways. I would much prefer to sit back and either take or Voorhees. What's his first name? Is it Luke Voorhees?
Andrew Voorhees.
Andrew Voorhees. Him in the second round, potentially trade back a little bit, or like in the third round. That dude's got that dog in him. 38 reps with a torn ACL that he tore at the combine.
He definitely has a dog in it.
If he comes back and he's the same guy or not, I mean, who knows? Honestly, at the end of the day, you never know with those injuries, but the doctors are getting better and better and better, and the surgeries are getting better and better, and he might come back and look like he didn't miss a rep, like a lot of guys are nowadays with those ACL tears. And two, I mean, he'll be throwing that, lineman knee brace on that everybody wears that like basically like doesn't allow your knee to hyperextend or anything like that. So, I wouldn't mind taking him, letting him fight with Ben Barch. I think people undersell how good Ben Barch actually is. The Smoothie King deserves his due. Okay. He was a tight end at St. Augustine University, not St. Augustine University, St. John's University. And he put on all that weight and played tackle his last year, put on more weight, got to the combine. I mean, the dude's got that dog in him. I don't care what anybody says. He does. And I like saying he's got that dog in him because it's true. I mean, nobody really did great run blocking this year. Ben Barch was one of our best offensive linemen in run blocking. Literally ranked above. Trevor Lawrence was number 2 in run blocking, so that's pretty cool. But Ben Barch was our number 2 lineman. Walker Little was our number 1 lineman in run blocking. And then pass blocking, I mean, people don't give him his due either. And Ben Barch was our number 2 lineman in pass blocking. He's on year 3 going into year 4 of being, an actual guard versus, in college he played tackle, and the year before that he played tight end. So I think, people are saying we're desperate and need a left guard. I think Ben Barch can be that guy. He just he needs another year under Phil Rauscher. He needs to stay healthy. He did get hurt last year, but he's been good when he's in, and I think he still has those mistakes and stuff because he's not a guard traditionally, so just getting used to it. But oh yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, if we could snag Voorhees in the late second, early third, or late third, if he's still there, that'd be my ideal pick. He was sneaking up into a second to first round prospect until he tore his ACL. So, also Balky just traditionally loves guys that tear their ACL, so he's basically a lock at this point.
Well, I think we're kind of. I don't really have anything else. You got anything else?
Not really. Just everybody chill the fuck out. That's really it. I mean, we're not doing a lot, but we're doing enough. So,
proverbial Aaron Rodgers, relax.
Yeah, don't Aaron Rodgers relax. You need to work. You don't need to fail a drug test.
Hey, they don't.
Jags Nation, let's ride. Yeah, that's really it. Hopefully we can get some Jags people on here soon. I've been kind of tied up with the puppers, but I'll be reaching out to some people and seeing if we can get on to kind of jump in here, get some talking going. I got some people I'm excited to try and reach out to, so we'll see what happens.
Hell yeah. Folks, thanks for watching. Go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button.
Do it.
And we're trying to grow. We're trying to reach new heights.
We're growers, not showers, but one day we'll be showers. Okay.
It's facts.
Goals.
Factual. So yeah, be good people.